guys, I'm going to show you how to do your final project in this next couple minutes, so please pay attention, especially if you weren't here to show you this. If you were here and you got stuck somewhere, okay, you can rewatch this video so you can see how it's going to go down. And I'm also going to show you how to upload a picture that you want to trace at the end of the video. Okay, so let me get started here. I'll go here. Okay, you should okay, so let me assign this to the classes. Okay, period 4 and 5. All right, if I do this, I can get the link. Okay, so I'm gonna paste this link in your Schoology. Okay, it should be there by now if you're watching this video. So you're gonna go to that link, and then you're gonna see this. Okay, so this is the final project for Algebra 1. This is fall of 2020. Okay, and this is how you're gonna get the 3,000 points. Okay, you're gonna get the 3,000 points if you have a concrete design. Okay, you can upload a picture to the Desmos and just trace it, or you can be original. You can just, from your own mind, you can just create the equations and make it happen. Okay, however, the trace option is definitely a lot simpler. You can just upload a picture. I'll show you at the end on how to do that. Okay, of a house, a car, something that's concrete that you're going to be able to trace over with the equations that we know how to do. Okay, so in order to get the full points, okay, you only need to create 8 horizontal lines, 8 vertical lines, and 2 slanted lines. However, if you do anything extra, it's going to count towards extra credit. This is minimal, guys. Okay, so if this is the minimal thing that you can do, I'm really hoping to help a lot of people with this, the simplicity of the requirements. However, okay, you are definitely gonna be required to do more than the 18 lines that we have here. Okay, so you can get your 3,000 points. Okay, I have a typo, it says 4,000 points over here. Okay, it's supposed to be 3,000. All right. Okay, the next slide. This is where you're gonna make everything happen. Okay, and remember, you can zoom out if you want to. You can zoom in. You can take off the grid if you don't want to see the grid. Okay, using that. You can take off the X and Y axis, but that's gonna make it more difficult on you. Okay, so you just wanna, okay, at least keep the grid on. Okay, here is where you're gonna put the equations. Okay, and I'll show you right now. Okay, here you can add the image. Okay, click the little plus sign. Okay, and then you can add an image here, and then you should have an image somewhere from okay, like this one that I put up with it as an example. However, how do you do that? Okay, you Google something easy. Okay, like I don't know, like a simple cartoon car. Okay, let's say you want to do that. Okay, look at this. Okay, you get all these cartoon cars. However, I didn't teach you how to do circles. Okay, so I will show you at the end of the video how to make a circle. Okay, so how do you take a screenshot? You click on here. Notice that this doesn't have any straight lines, so that's not really gonna cut it, right? So you want to have a car that has straight lines. Okay, that's why I like a house. Okay, because it will show you like a bunch of straight lines. See, you can pick one of these, and you're gonna do fine because it has just a bunch of straight lines. All right, so how you can take a screen picture and or a screenshot of the picture, and then look for it in your computer when you're over here. Okay, add the image, and it should pop up right there. Okay, but if you were not here in class, okay, I'm gonna do what we did today, or okay, in class. Okay, I show you how to create this vertical line. Okay, so how do you create a vertical line? Okay, you type in x equals a number. X equals a number. In this case, we want to type in x equals 5. Okay, because that's going to create this vertical line. However, when you do that, you create an infinite line. Okay, you don't want an infinite line. Okay, you want a line segment. Okay, you want a shorter line. So you click here, and then you're going to click the ABCs, and then you're going to click the little curly brackets. Okay, that's how you get the curly brackets to pop on, and this is going to cut the line. Okay, and then you got to be careful of where you want to start cutting. Okay, since we're going up and down, we're going to look at the y numbers. Okay, along the y-axis, we're going from -2 up to the number 4. Okay, so from -2 up to 4. So in the curly brackets, we put -2 less than or equal to y. Okay, since we're going up and down the y-axis, we put the y, and notice that it cuts the line. Okay, and then you put less than or equal again, less than or equal to, and then you put the number 4. Okay, and then you have made the cut. Okay, down here, okay, it's asking you to create a vertical line. Okay, in this case, it's telling you to do it at x equals 4. Okay, let's change that to x equals 1. I think that's what I did in the project here. So you're going to type x equals 1. Okay, you get that infinite line, but then you need to cut it, right? Okay, so you put the little curly brackets. Okay, I'll show you again how to get those. Okay, you click on the keyboard, click the ABCs, click the curly bracket, and again, okay, we're going from -4 to 2. So you put -2 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 4. Okay, and then you have the same type of cut. All right, so that's how you do a vertical lines. X equals a number. Okay, the restriction, inside the restriction has to be a y. Okay, so we call that the range when we restrict up and down. Okay, that's called the range. Okay, you need to not know that, but just be aware. Okay, how to make horizontal lines. Okay, we wanted to make this line happen. Okay, that was supposed to be hidden here. How do you do that? Okay, well then you type in y equals a number. Okay, what number might that be? Well, you come over here and look at the 5. Okay, so you got to type in y equals 5. Okay, you get that infinite line. However, you need to use the curly brackets. Okay, the curly brackets are also on the keyboard right next to the P, so you can get those out. Okay, and we want to go from -2 all the way to 4. Okay, since we're going along the x-axis. Okay, so we're starting -2, we get to 4. Okay, so we look at -2 and the 4. Notice that the y's are the same, 5 and 5, so you can't cut the y's. So then you put -2 here. Okay, less than or equal to the x. Okay, notice that it cuts. Less than or equal to 4. Okay, notice that you have overlapped the green line. All right. Next is this one, where it tells you that you have to make a line at -1. Okay, and then since it's the same restrictions from -4 to 2, okay, then you copy and paste it. Okay, copy and paste is the new tool. Okay, it's telling you to go from -2 or -4 to 2, so you just do that. Boom. All right, let me go next. Okay, here I asked you to create the slanted lines. Okay, slanted lines, you do y equals mx plus b. Okay, notice that you have to add up all the sliders. Click the little blue button there. Okay, and then you start playing with this so you can match exactly where you need to be. Okay, so b has to be 5 because that's the y-intercept. And then the slope, if you play with this, okay, you gotta make sure you match it up. Boom. Okay, and notice that up here, this is not supposed to be here, but let's just keep on going here. Notice that here you have a 0.5, so you're supposed to delete this and put the 0.5. Okay, and then you delete the b and actually put 5. Okay, and then delete the sliders because those are going to mess you up if you don't. Okay, and then add the curly brackets, and you want to go from -4 all the way to 0. Okay, remember we're going along the x-axis. However, if you wanted to go up and down along the y-axis, then you would have picked 3 to 5. Okay, it's up to you how you want to do that and how you want to look at this. Okay, but that's going to be confusing. Okay, so I just suggest keep, if it's a slanted line, keep restricting the x. Okay, so we're going to go from -4. So -4 is less than or equal to x less than or equal to 0. Okay, and then you make that cut. Okay, and then over here it tells you to do the same thing. So you type in y equals. However, they actually told you the slope, so you don't have to write the m. So you put -1/2. Okay, make sure if you put the x next to the 2, it's gonna mess it up. Okay, look. Okay, it's gonna make a hyperbola. You don't want to do that. That's a algebra 2 equation. Okay, right here we're just trying to learn basic things. Okay, basic lines. Okay, and then you're gonna put the +5, and they told us what to restrict. Okay, the x values between 0 and 4. Okay, that's called the domain. Okay, so then we go 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4. Okay, and notice that I put the less than. Okay, that also just works, um, but it's more precise if you put the equal to. Okay, but okay, right now we're just trying to just cut a line. Okay, no. Or you can just copy and paste it, you know, because it's like getting the keyboard out and all this stuff. Okay, copy and paste and then just delete that and put 0 to 4. There we go. That's more like it. Okay, so you can have that beautiful point right here. All right, so that's how you make those slanted lines. On this next one, okay, I prompted you to do a couple of okay, how would you make this house? Okay, I asked you to make the left side, the right side, the bottom, the top, and then the sides of the roof. Okay, so I told you, okay, well then if you want to trace over this house, okay, notice that we start at -4, okay, a vertical line, so you put x equals -4, and then you cut. Okay, you want to go from, okay, -5 up to 1.5, okay, and then you can zoom it in if you need to, right? Okay, you can zoom it in a little bit. Okay, so you put the little curly bracket, you put -5, okay, less than or equal to, okay, y, since it's a vertical line, less than or equal to 0.5. Okay, and notice what happens. Okay, you made your cut. Okay, and then just to verify, just delete the house, or not delete it, but just hide the house. And that's how you get it. Okay. Here, okay, to make the right side, you put x equals 4. Okay, and I need to have the same restriction, so I just copy and paste this. Okay, command copy, command V, okay, or control copy, control V. All right, and then okay, let's make the bottom of the house. Okay, and if you can't see the number, you can zoom it in. Okay, you can see that's -5. You can zoom it out just so you can see this. Okay, but now it's a horizontal line, the bottom of the house, so you put x or y equals 5. Okay, and if you put +5, it's gonna go up here. Okay, you want to put this this is the bottom. Okay, then you put the restriction. Okay, curly bracket, you want to go from -4 less than or equal to x. Okay, and then you want to go to +4, so then you put less than or equal to +4. All right, and then let's check that this makes sense. Yeah, it's looking good. Okay, let's make the roof of the house. Okay, y equals 0.5. Okay, there's the green line that pops up, and I need to have the same restriction of the domain. Okay, and remember, this is just, okay, don't get confused. Okay, we're just restricting along the x-axis. Okay, x-axis, we're just doing the restrictions. Close this out. Notice that we still have the nice looking house here. All right, let me zoom it out. Okay, put it right here. Okay, if you want to make the roof of the house, now I'm gonna focus on this. Okay, so this is a slanted line, so I gotta put the equation y equals mx plus b. Okay, type it in. Okay, add up all the sliders, make it fit. It seems like we have to go up. Okay, I'm gonna put it at 6. The slope is still gonna be the same. Delete the m, put a 1. Delete the b, put the 6. Okay, and delete the slider so you don't mess up later on. All right. Okay, and then you gotta cut. Okay, and then, like I said, okay, you gotta cut, and then you gotta figure out where you want to start cutting. Okay. Okay, if you can't see the numbers, zoom it in a little bit. Okay, you want to cut from around -5 or a little before, right? Okay, this doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Okay, it just has to make sure that it looks like something. Okay, so you put the curly bracket. I'm gonna go from -5 less than or equal to x. Okay, notice the cut starts to happen. Okay, and then I'm gonna go up to this point. Okay, somewhere here, maybe -1. Okay, so less than or equal to -1, and look, okay, you've made the cut of that roof. Okay. Okay, to make the other side, same idea, y equals mx plus b. Okay, add all the sliders. Okay, and notice that this slope has to be negative. Okay, it's going to be -1, and they have to come up. And I'll put it at 6 again. Put it at 6. Okay, so then again, I delete the m, I put -1. I delete the B, put a 6. Okay, and then I delete the sliders so they don't mess me up later. Okay, and you might think that this is gonna be the same thing. Okay, well, you can just copy and paste this so you don't have to be doing that again. We're gonna go from 0, no, from 1 all the way to 6, no, not 6, 5. There you go, you have your cut. Look at this. Okay, so that's starting to look like a house. Okay, as you can see, you still need to do the door, the window, okay, the little top of the house. You can put a little garden over here, a little tree, or whatever else you want. Okay, the more detailed, the better, after you're done with the basic structure of the house. But that's pretty much it. Okay, slide number 8. This is going to show you how to do a circle. The equation for the circle is x minus h squared, kick it down, plus y minus k squared equals, okay, the radius squared. Okay, add up all the sliders and look, you get a nice little circle. Okay, mess with these things, mess with them, so you can put the circle wherever you want. And once you figure out where you want to put the circle and what size you want the circle to be, then you can replace the letters with the actual numbers that you found right here. Okay, and then delete all the sliders. And over here you can see I have the equation. I already replaced the numbers, and notice that I added a restriction. Okay, if I just want half of the circle, I can just put a restriction of from where to where you want to see. Okay, I put x has to be negative, less than or equal to -3. Okay, notice that I get the left side. If you put greater than, okay, then I get the other half. All right, so it's really up to you how you want to make that work. If you have any questions about all this, let me know, especially if adding the picture. I will go over that on Monday and Tuesday, so please just be patient if you're still trying to figure this out. All right, thank you for watching, and I hope you get started on your project soon. Okay, have a good day.